שידור ניסוי ראשון.
Program here.
כבוד אחרון לדוד בן גוריון.
We have been through some difficult times.
To bring an end to war.
በጣም አመሰግናለሁ።
1, 2.
Israel and Jordan make peace.
שלושה כדורים.
הקשר עם החללית ניתק.
Therapy to be effective.
Omri Caspi.
Let's go.
Anybody know who that is? Shh. Shh. Come sit down. Come sit down. Come sit down. Shh. 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 There are big stories and there are little stories. And today, we tell both of them. Talk about what it means when a people returns to its land after 2,000 years of having no place to live. We talk about praying every single day to come home again and finally making it home. But I think the little stories tell it better. So I was sitting on a bus on a Friday afternoon trying to get from Tel Aviv to Yerushalayim. And usually the traffic is very, very heavy, so it's a long, long bus ride. But this one turned out to be a very special bus ride, because sitting right next to me on the bus was a young soldier. He was very tall and very thin, and his skin was very black. And he had a big machine gun with him, and he sat down in very polite Hebrew, asked me if he could lay it across both of our laps, because it was so big and so heavy. And I said, sure, as long as it's unloaded. He said, don't worry. And I asked him, where are you going? And he says, I'm going home to see my mama. And I said, you have Shabbat off? He says, yeah. So I asked him, tell me your story. And he told me his story. His family lived in Ethiopia. There were Jews who lived in Ethiopia. He turned to me and said, you know, there have been Jews in Ethiopia since King Solomon's time. You know that, right? And I said, I've heard that story. He says, well, it's true. That's us. And we've never had it easy. Because we were Jews and different. We were persecuted. We were oppressed. We were never accepted. It was never like we were equals. And then there was a terrible drought, and there was no food in the village. And then there was a terrible war, and it became dangerous to be in the village. So I took my mother and my brother, who was younger than me, and we began to walk north towards Sudan, another country in Africa. And on the way, we met others like us, Jews, who were moving north towards Sudan, because all of us heard that if we could get across the border, there was a refugee camp that would be safe. And not just safe, that the Israelis were beginning to bring people from Ethiopia to Israel. And he looked at me and he said, we walked for 3 months on foot. Wherever we could find water, we took water. Wherever we could find food. Sometimes we had to hide from soldiers. Sometimes we had to hide from bandits. We walked for 3 months, and finally we made it to that camp in Sudan. My mother, my brother, and me. And we signed up with the Israelis, with the Jewish agency. And then one day the Jewish agency officer came to our tent and said, it's your turn now. We didn't have many things, just a few things that we carried with us. And we went, and there was this giant silver airplane. I'd never been on an airplane before, he said. But we sat on an airplane with 300 other people from villages all around ours. And we began to fly. It was the most amazing thing. And after 3 hours of flying, the pilot came on. And he said in Hebrew, we're landing in Israel. Look down, you'll see it. And somebody repeated that in our language. So we all looked at the windows and we saw it. And it was real. Israel was real. It wasn't just something we prayed for. It was real. And we all began to pray and to cry. And when the airplane landed, there were people from the Jewish agency there who took us and brought us to a village. And they taught me Hebrew, and they taught my brother Hebrew. And they taught us how to live here. And they found us a place to live. And now we live in an apartment outside of Yerushalayim. And that's where I'm going. And when I was old enough, I graduated high school and I became a soldier. And he says, now it's my job to protect Jewish people all over the world. And he looked at me and he said, do you believe in miracles? And I said, professionally. No, he said, really, do you believe in miracles? Because most people don't believe in miracles anymore. They think they're just silly stories. But I have to tell you, for my family, for my mother and my brother, and for all the people in my village, this is a miracle. We have a place to live in the world. And that's the miracle we celebrate today. That's 70 years of the State of Israel. Now, we worked very hard, and we asked Benjamin Netanyahu, who's the Prime Minister of Israel, to come to Valley Beth Shalom. And believe it or not, he said he would come, and then at the very last minute, he said he couldn't come, so you're stuck with me. But he did send this video.
This year, Israel celebrates its 70th anniversary. That's 70 years of freedom, 70 years of democracy, 70 years of bettering the world. Israel's success didn't happen overnight. Men and women from every walk of life, young and old, Jew, Christian, Muslim, religious and secular, men and women that have worked hard to build our nation. As I travel around the world, meeting other leaders, I'm struck by their appreciation and admiration for Israel. They seek Israel's technology. They seek Israel's ingenuity. They seek Israel's genius. I'm proud that Israel is helping people in Latin America, in Africa, in Asia, and in many other places to live healthier and safer lives. Here's the best part. We're just getting started. 70 years is the blink of an eye in historical terms. And I have no doubt that 70 years from now, Israel will be even stronger, even more prosperous than it is today. Thank you to our many friends around the world. Happy birthday, Israel.
Can I ask all the kids in the Performing Arts Academy to come stand on the stage? In Israel, there are really two holidays. The first holiday is called Yom HaZikaron. It is a memorial day for all the people who died in the wars of Israel and for all those who were taken in acts of terrorism. And it's a very sad day. And at the end of that day, there's a siren, an air raid siren. Now, in Israel, when you hear an air raid siren, it's a real thing, except this siren's special. Because this siren says it's the end of sadness and the beginning of celebration. The end of the sad day and the beginning of the happy day. And when that siren sounds, everybody in Israel, no matter what they're doing, stands up to attention. If they're in a bus, the bus stops and everybody stands. If they're in a shop, if they're in school, or if they're at work, everyone stands up. If they're driving on the highway, they stop where they are and they all stand up. We're about to hear that siren. Can I ask everybody to please stand up? And for one moment, for 1 minute, we stand at attention as we begin the celebration of Israel's 70th. Please be seated. You guys go sit down. Yes. So we have a wonderful celebration ahead of us. Before we leave, quickly, shh. Thank you to Alana for all of her work putting this together. Thank you to the kids of the Performing Arts Academy for leading us. And thank you to everyone's celebration of Israel. Following, when we leave here in just one moment, outside on the playground, there is lunch. Because it's Israel Independence Day, falafel is free. Because it's not Italian Independence Day, you pay for pizza. On the preschool yard, there's arts and crafts. There is a virtual tour of Israel offered by the ECLC Tech Academy and guided by the U.S. Wires in the Sher Lapadi Chapel. There is the Israel Kahoot Trivia Contest in the Youth Center, and an adult study will begin about 1 o'clock, a little after 1 o'clock in the Youth Center. Everyone stand up. Everyone stand up. Say, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai.
Yisrael. Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Or Avinu, Or Avinu, Or Avinu Chai. Or Avinu, Or Avinu, Or Avinu Chai. Or Avinu, Or Avinu, Or Avinu Chai. Or Avinu Chai. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael